as the siren sounds for half-time, and a low scoring but very interesting first half in which the Sharks did quite well to hold Darebin for most of it. With the Falcons getting a couple of goals. That last one, no more than they deserve, St Kilda. It's half-time at Bill Laurie Oval. Swiss Wellness VFL Women's Action. Darebin Falcons 2-2-14. St Kilda Sharks 1-2-8. Brennan and Vesio have the goals for the Falcons, and we'll get that St Kilda goal scorer for you very shortly. It's half-time. Brendan Rhodes with you, and it's Darebin by 6 points over St Kilda. Welcome to the second half Swiss Wellness VFL Women's Action Round 4 here at Bill Laurie Oval in Northcote. It's the Darebin Falcons, the might of the Darebin Falcons, looking for their 5th premiership in a row. And they're taking on the St Kilda Sharks, who are desperate to try and knock the Falcons off for the first time in their history. And at half-time, it's a very tight contest. Darebin 2-2-14, leading St Kilda 1-2-8. I'm Brendan Rhodes with you, along with Anthony Stangitz, to bring you the second half of this game on live stream VFL radio. And it's straight out of the centre for the Sharks, and a great mark taken inside forward 50. Play on, quick kick towards the top of the goal square. Probably should have took the set shot, was Georgia Harris. She has missed, through for one behind. But a good enterprising start to the third quarter for the Sharks. 1-3-9, Falcons 2-2-14 in the first minute of the third quarter after a quick kick out of the centre from Bree Davey. So the ball to be brought back into play by Paxman. Goes to the outer side. Strong grab front spot taken there by the Falcons. And that is with Isabel Porter, who goes short, finds Simpson. Wide, just bounces inside the line and over for a boundary throw-in. Box Hill and Cranbourne, the other game on this morning. Both teams looking for their first win of the season. The Hawks by 5 points at the start of by 4 points, I should say, at the start of the third quarter. 3-1 to 2-3. We'll keep you updated with that one as well. Ball goes inside forward 50 for St Kilda. Hand pass back to the advantage of Lister. Sends it towards the centre wing. Oh, Clifford almost got bowled over by the football, but she held on to the mark. Mia Ray Clifford, still probably 3 kicks from home. Goes towards Catterall, has a couple to beat. No mark taken there by Dalpos. Ball brought to ground. At the back court was Paxman. Can't break clear. And we'll have a ball up. Deep forward for the Sharks. Catterall won it down. Trying to work her way through was Davey. Did well. Whitehead kicks inside towards the top of the goal square, but Paxman got there and took the mark. Bounces away for the Falcons, but kicks it wide and puts it out of bounds on the full. So another chance to go forward for St Kilda as Anthony Stangitz joins us.
Thank you very much, Brendan. Good to be part of the broadcast this afternoon now. We started off in morning and now this afternoon. Handball goes in. Bruton goes back to her teammate. The 50 metres out from goal. Good smother off the boot. St Kilda desperate for their second goal of the game. And we will have a ball up. Swiss Wellness VFL Women's Round 4 action. Live here on vfl.com.au. Pearce in the ruck, gets the tap down. Good contest so far today against Colwell. And will be a free kick, once again going the way of St Kilda. So Bruton will take the free kick. Long inside forward 50, looking for the marking options. Great work in the front spot by Lister. Paxman not giving up the football to Garner. Ball going nowhere. Davey coming in, gets it to boot. Kicks to Harris. Harris long towards the goal square. Good defensive effort by the Falcons. They get the handball out. Twirling around Catterall. Unable to get the ball out of the pack. And we will have a ball up. Just 25 metres out from the St Kilda goal. Currently trailing by 5 points in this third term. Good tap down. Ball comes out to Smith. McWilliams bounces off her chest. Now opens it up for Brennan, taken too high. And she'll take the free kick at half back. Last time on this park, she kicked 3 goals up against the Eastern Devils. And a come from behind victory for the Darebin Falcons. So good record so far this season here at Bill Laurie Oval. O'Day back into the middle. Too far. Now long bomb inside forward 50 St Kilda. Again, great defence by the Darebin Falcons. at ground level. Gardner. They're trying to push it forward through Catterall once again. Leading in the race for the football, Smith. Kicks over the top, and Darebin will settle the play down. Tyndall at half-back. Just looking for the options. Very congested up towards the half-forward line. Good defensive effort. Benara comes back. O'Day to set up the play for the Falcons. Kicks up towards half-forward. Can't find Simpson. Tackles her opponent. Not sure whether she had the ball. Vesio gets the handball out. Now gets the kick away. They're up towards their forward 50. Del Pos gets the handball out. Brennan. It's an open goal square. She just needs to bomb it long. Can she get onto the right? No, she can't. Tackled to the ground. St Kilda's ball, and they'll reset from half-back.
Yeah, great defence by the Sharks, stopping Brennan just when she wanted to get around. But it's been turned over. It's coming back in. Great mark by Paxman. Floating in front of the pack. Goes towards half-forward. Strong grab on the lead by Hammond. First time we've seen her. Kicks inside forward 50. Front spot. Oh, that's a good effort. No mark paid. Hand pass out the back now. Brennan kicks towards the top of the goal square. Numbers with Darebin. But it'll bounce away. Just kept in play. They would have been better off letting it go through St Kilda. Davey did well. Got a clearing kick out towards defensive 50. Oh, strong mark taken by Hammond. She can bring it forward again for Darebin. Just outside attacking 50. Hammond goes to the lead. Good lead. Mark not quite held onto by Dalpos. Turnover time. Sharks can bring it out of defence towards the wing, only as far as Lister, who will bring it back. She's had a good first half. Started the third quarter well. Not such a good kick, however. Kicks it to a teammate on the bench, and it's over for a boundary throw-in. Falcons seem to be a player down at half-time. Only had 3 come to the bench. Better news for St Kilda. Amanda Walsh led her team out onto the field after half-time. She copped that solid knock just before the break. She did start on the bench. She might be out there now. She is out on the field now in the forward pocket, which is good to see. Pack converging over the football on centre wing. In front of a reasonable early crowd here at Bill Laurie Oval. Falcons leading by 5 points. 20 wins in a row, at least, as far as records go back, by an average of 117 points. It's certainly not going to be anything like that today. Quick kick forward from O'Day. Over the back of Vesio it goes. Trying to track it through was Colvin. Can't do so. And we'll have a ball up. 35 metres out from goal. Darebin in attack. Box Hill lead Cranbourne by 5 points in the other game. Quick kick towards the top of the goal square for the Falcons. Who's there? Simpson tried to go off the ground. Defence is good and they work it through for a rush behind. 2-3-15. Darebin. 1-3-9 St Kilda. Swiss Wellness VFL Women's Action Round 4. Brendan Rhodes, and here's Anthony Stangetz.
Ball to be brought back into play. Around the grounds, Cranbourne cutting the margin to 5 points in the third term up against the Box Hill Hawks. Box Hill Hawks leading at half-time. The winner of that game to bring up their first win of season 2017 in Swiss Wellness VFL Women's. Off half-back, St Kilda looking for Garner. Leading goal scorer this year for St Kilda. A bit further up the ground at the moment. Sweeping handball finds Higgy in the middle for Darebin. They go long inside forward 50. Great defensive effort once again by the Sharks. Darebin holding it in. Bounces out towards Gay. Gets her kick away in towards the middle of the ground. Which way will it bounce? Bounces over the head of the Sharks. Unfortunate that time for Watson. Working hard's Hickey. Kick away. Now foot race and shoes. Brennan leading in the race was Porter. O'Day. Solid effort on that outer side. And we'll have a ball up. Still 6 points the margin in this game. 2-3-15 plays 1-3-9. Neither team adding a major to their halftime scoreline. Mick Williams, as mentioned, first game back for season 2017. The GWS Giant. Here comes the Sharks. They go long now. Inside forward 50, Bruton. Inside that forward 50 arc. Paxman just mopping up at the back over the head of Reynolds. Now O'Day. And free kick's found. And it will go the way. Just waiting for the signal again. It will go the way of St Kilda for a throw. Gay in towards the middle. Finds a teammate in Fisher. Fisher plays on quickly. Long inside forward 50. At the back of the pack, Watson couldn't hold it. Birch working hard for the Falcons. 3-on-3 contest. Who can come up with a good tap out towards a teammate in Gardner? Just can't get our hands on the football. Ball out of bounds right in front of our commentary position here in the grandstand at Bill Laurie Oval. And St Kilda. Goal will level the scores for them. They just need to score from this foray forward as Hickey mops up again for the Falcons. Goes out wide and finds Tyndall. Falcons doing well at shutting down the Sharks so far this quarter. Inside their forward 50. Kick forward now. Inside forward 50 again. Garner takes the mark. Should get the distance. Goal square open for her at the moment. 5 goals so far this season. 2 goals in round 1 and round 3. The only player so far this year, along with Harris, to score a goal a game. Let's see where she can add to her season tally. It's going to drop short. Nagoska. No, it hasn't. It's made the distance. She's kicked her 6th of the season. 2nd on the board for St Kilda. And ties up the scores during this third term. 2-3-15 apiece. You're watching Swiss Wellness VFL Women's live here on VFL.com.au. Anthony Stangetz and Brendan Rhodes.
All happening in both games. The early games on Swiss Wellness round 4. Cranbourne has a goal through Kirsten McLeod over at Box Hill City Oval. They lead for the first time against Box Hill 3-4-22 to 3 goals 3-21. And the Sharks are all square here with the Darebin Falcons. They haven't lost 2 games in a season since 2012. They have this year. They may lose a third if they don't find a way out of this, because the Sharks have been right with them all day. As Oliver sees it over the line for a throw-in. Late inclusion for Nicole Callanan. 2-3-15 apiece. Darebin and St Kilda. Bill Laurie Oval. Swiss Wellness VFL Women's on VFL.com.au live stream. One down at the back by Hammond. Chance for Bruton. Couldn't do much to get it clear. Whitehead was caught. Bruton tries to go through again, camped over top of the football. Picked up by Dalpos, fed it back to Hickey and then to Brennan. Kicks inside forward 50, Vesio to fly, couldn't quite take the mark. Clifford tries to run her way through, got a quick kick away, it's wide, it's close to the line. And just getting a hand on it was Libby Birch and sees it over for a boundary throw-in. So only once in that run of 20 results has St Kilda been a real chance, when they lost by a point at the Peanut Farm in round 8 2015. Every other game has been convincing victories for Darebin. This one is tight. Trying to work her way through is Brown. Looked like it could have been a throw. Umpire didn't see it. Quick kick forward for the Sharks. Brown goes again, manages to get herself around 1. Gave it across to Walsh. Kicks inside forward 50. Tried to tap it on, just didn't get the favourable bounce. Georgia Harris. A fumble from Reynolds at the crucial stage gives the Sharks a chance to get back in there again. Pack converges just outside forward 50. And the umpire will have to come in and ball it up 55 metres out from the St Kilda goal. They've averaged less than 4 goals a game so far this season, Darebin. Certainly unlike them. The Falcons desperate to find a way, as a holding the ball decision is picked out here against Davey. Taken quickly by the Falcons. Not a good kick. Pressure builds up now. Little hand pass through. Caught was Reynolds. Pack over the footy once more. There was a push in the back on O'Day that the umpire didn't see. And we'll have another ball up. 50 out from the St Kilda goal. It hasn't moved too far in the last couple of minutes. One down by Hammond. Paxman manages to go underground into the centre of the ground. O'Day was caught as soon as she gathered the football. It was a great tackle by Gay. No, in fact, it was Fisher. And we'll have a ball up back in the centre of the ground. Scores a level midway through the third quarter. Hammond off the ground. Needs some support. It come from Hickey. Oh, that's great vision from Mel Hickey. Beautiful kick towards half forward. Finds Tyndall. Flicks it over the top. Dalpos runs inside forward 50. Dumped after she got rid of the footy. Doesn't matter. Vesio took the mark. Turned around and kicked the goal. And the Falcons are back in front. Dalpos a little bit sore after being thrown to ground. But Darcy Vesio shows her class right there. And the Falcons go to 3-3-21. St Kilda 2-3-15. Second goal for Darcy Vesio. Swiss Wellness VFL Women's Action on vfl.com.au.
Yes, great reply from Darebin. Vesio, just the one goal so far this season for the Darebin Falcons. Leading into today's game, just the 6 goal kickers for the season. Lauren Pearce leading the way with 4. Katie Brennan taking her tally today to 4, going into this game with 3, and all in that last game up against the Eastern Devils here at Bill Laurie Oval. Free kick in the middle. We'll go to Jetta Bruton for the throw. Goes wide. Finds her teammate now. Benici goes long. It's a vacant goal square. She goes 25 metres out. A handball out to the back. Birch leads in the race for the football. Straight to her opponent, Catterall. St Kilda go goalward again. Good work by Birch in the front spot. Mick Williams gets a handball out to her teammate. Goes over the line in front of Lucas Rod. And right in front of our broadcast position, Astor O'Connor just providing the instructions to her team out on the field as runner today. Ball up. Mick Williams. Could have been held. The umpire didn't agree. Over the football. Hammond trying to extract it. Lucas Rod trying to get rid of it. Good tackle by Oliver, and we'll see a ball up right in front of our broadcast position. 25 metres out from the St Kilda goal. They trail by 6 points. Third term action here in Swiss Wellness VFL Women's Round 4. Just 1 point the margin between Cranbourne and Box Hill, with Cranbourne hitting the front during the third term. And Benici now from the free kick. Opportunity to level the scores again. Distance could test. High roost, long to the goal square. They'll remember from the last goal that went through for the Sharks. Garner held up. Good work by Delpos. And we'll see a ball up. Top of the goal square once again. 6 points the margin. Catterall up in the ruck. McWilliams pushing it forward. Garner goes the soccer style. Goes the scissor kick. Couldn't get contact. One-on-one contest now. Came out Whitehead. They push it back inside forward 50. Clifford. Good punch away. Good work by Paxman. Now they're away. Working through Lister. They're looking for Pearce over the top. Oh, great grab. Lauren Pearce. Handballs on quickly. Finds Lister, who set her up for that mark. Simpson tries to get the handball away to Delpos. Good intercept by Clifford. And the umpire, no choice but to come in. We'll have a ball up on that outer side wing. 6 points the margin. Third term Swiss Wellness. VFL Women's here live on vfl.com.au. Anthony Stangerts and Brendan Rhodes with you today. Comes out to Gardner. And the umpire will have no choice once again to ball it up. And not long left in this third term, Brendan Rhodes.
Thanks, Anthony. The Sharks would love to get a late goal before three-quarter time. They trail by a kick. Toe poke off the ground from the Falcons will go back to the wing and over for a boundary throw-in. Repeating some of the big names missing today. Daisy, as the three-quarter time siren sounds, Daisy Pearce, Lauren Arnell and Astor O'Connor, who Anthony said is doing the running for Darebin, they're out for the Falcons. Also Nicole Callanan and Brooke Patterson with the late withdrawals. They're from the AFLW listed players. St Kilda missing Moana Hope, Meg Downey, Penny Collar-Reid, Ruby Schleicher and Laura Bailey. But the big names, I suppose, out of those are Pearce, Arnell and O'Connor for Darebin, and of course Hope for St Kilda. It'd be fantastic to see them back out there in VFLW women's action very soon. But it's three-quarter time and we're set for a big finish here at Bill Laurie Oval. Darebin got headed. They got caught in that third quarter by St Kilda. They answered with a late goal to Darcy Vesio, and it's three-quarter time. The Falcons are 3-3-21. The Sharks are 2-3-15. In the other game at Box Hill City Oval, it's Cramden by 2 points in a very similar scoreline. 3-5-23, the Eagles leading the Hawks 3-3-21. Here, goal scorers for the Falcons, 2 to Vesio and 1 to Brennan. For the Sharks, singles to Benici and Garner. It's three-quarter time. It's the Falcons by 6 points. Brendan Rhodes and Anthony Stangett's back with you very shortly for the final quarter. Swiss Wellness, VFL Women's Action, live on vfl.com.au. Final quarter action, Bill Laurie Oval, Swiss Wellness VFL Women's round 4. Darebin Falcons looking to stretch an unbeaten record against St Kilda. The Sharks looking for their first ever win over the Falcons. It's 6 points the margin. Brendan Rhodes and Anthony Stangett's with you as a chance straight away for Walsh. Quick kick forward was good from Walsh, and the mark from Jazzy Garner in the front spot. Kicked the first goal in AFL Women's earlier this year for Collingwood. Her kick goes inside forward 50, and it'll be a ball up. Something that can never be taken away from her, Jasmine Garner. First ever AFLW goal, Anthony.
Yeah, correct. And straight down into the history books, that's what people were looking for from that first game. Who would be the first to kick the goal? And she created her own page in the AFLW history book. Unfortunately,
it was the only ones, the one Magpies kicked that night. A huge crowd it was at Princes Park as the Falcons worked their way forward. Picked up eventually from Fisher, and then she lost the football at the third attempt. Little hand pass from Del Poss. They can break good. Tackle late on Brennan. Flicked out the back. McWilliams had a terrific first half of the game. Her hand pass has been stolen by Del Poss, who kicks towards Vesio. Too strong. Two for Pedersen. Took the mark. Chips inside forward 50. A mark taken for the Falcons. And it'll be a 50-metre penalty. Phoebe McWilliams has run into the protected zone, gives away the 50, and a crucial goal coming up here to Darebin. A big decision, a fair old mistake. And the goal will be kicked for Darebin, and certainly is. Darebin Falcons get the march. They're out by 2 goals again. 4 goals, 3, 27. Sharks 2-3, 15. Swiss Wellness VFL Women's action, round 4 at Bill Laurie Oval.
So O'Day with that one, ball back in the middle. Good fierce work by Paxman in the middle. Sets up O'Day, goes long inside forward 50. Looking for Vesio. Didn't take the mark, but she'll get the free kick. Perfect start to the final term for Darebin. I remember what the final term was like up against Diamond Creek last week. 3 unanswered final term goals going the way of the Creekers. The last 3 goals of the game, and getting the Creekers just the 1-point victory. Darebin looking to bounce back this way. And Vesio kicks her a third of the day. And quick start by the Falcons. Had 2 final term goals and pushed that lead back out to 18 points in this match. So the perfect start for them. 2 quick goals in a couple of minutes. And makes it tough for St Kilda to peg back this lead.
And guess who was responsible for both of them pretty much? Darcy Vesio setting up Elise O'Day for the first one with the 50-metre penalty and then kicking the second one herself. She is a star. The Falcons may have just broken the resistance of St Kilda as the kick goes towards half forward. Tracking it there is Gabby Colvin. Gets a toe poke inside forward 50. McWilliams, crucial mistake earlier on in this quarter, gave away the 50. Clifford got it out wide to Brown. Around the wing she goes. There's plenty of Darebin players here. Ball thumped away from Garner. To the advantage, however, of Harris, who arrived to provide some support for St Kilda. Tackle laid by Gardner. Jess Gardner works it towards the line. Hickey, handball back. Bounce doesn't favour Rowe and goes over for a throw in. So St Kilda now, after being right in it all day, they drew level midway through the third quarter. Since then, Darcy Vesio has kicked 2 and set up another one, and Darebin has managed to sneak away like the class act they are. Benici gets a free kick for high contact, just outside the forward 50 for St Kilda. They need goals and they need them now. Benici chips to the pocket, finds Bruton. Too far out to score. Player on the mark is at 49. Given the hurry up, kicks inside 50. Garner on the lead. Arm chop, free kick. And Jasmine Garner can go back and line up for the Sharks for a much needed goal just to keep them alive. Cranbourne doing it in single figures over at Box Hill City Oval. They're 3-6-24, Box Hill 3-3-21. The Hawks have kicked just 2 points since the 10-minute mark of the first quarter as Cranbourne have worn them down. Jasmine Garner, big kick here in the context of the game. She kicked one in the third quarter. Puts this one on its way from 40 metres out. It's just fading across the face and through for one behind. So 1 goal, 1 for Garner. St Kilda 2-4-16. Darebin 5-3-33. Swiss Wellness VFL Women's Action live on vfl.com.au. Brendan Rhodes and Anthony Stangett's with you.
Ball back into play. Oh, great smother off the boot. Another opportunity for the Sharks. Now they extract it out of trouble. It's standing there waiting for the stoppage is Clifford. She'll push it back inside forward 50 for the Sharks. Centering kick. Oh, Garner takes the strong grab. And we'll go back. Attempt to put through her second of the day. Goal in every game so far this year. 6 for the season so far. Got the one over the arms of the pack during the third term. This one off hands and through for a 1 behind. So another blemish on the scoreboard for the Sharks. They move on to 2-5-17 to the Falcons 5-3-33. Swiss Wellness VFL Women's Action round 4 live here on vfl.com.au. Darebin. They go out wide, push wide to the outer side. Hickey couldn't take it, and we'll have a boundary throw in. Still deep in the forward 50 for St Kilda. Great afternoon of action still coming up in Swiss Wellness VFL Women's Action. Melbourne Uni hosting Eastern Devils. Diamond Creek and Geelong, the undefeated top of the ladder clash between those two teams at 2 o'clock. And Seaford hosting the VU Western Spurs. As Mick Williams takes the mark on the outer side wing. Goes long, searching kick. With the Falcons again with the numbers back. Kept the ball in play. Short chip kick, kick to kick, and Mick Williams takes it. Centering kick now. Delpos leads in the race for the footy. Gets her kick away. Finds O'Day. Will the ball bounce sit up for him? Mick Williams gets around the tackle of O'Day. Back inside forward 50. Ball held up at that 50 arc. And the umpire comes in and we will have a ball up. Anthony Stangett's and Brendan Rhodes with you today. A break next week in Swiss Wellness VFL Women's Action. And then we'll be back in a fortnight's time. Heading out to Cranbourne. And Cranbourne v Seaford as they throw the call and the ball with the Falcons at half-back.
So Pearce goes long. Oh, big fly. No mark out will be taken for Darebin on centre wing. Tackle laid by Pedersen. And we'll have a ball up. 2 points the margin at Box Hill City Oval. Cranbourne over Box Hill. Teams looking for their first victory of the season. Good little kick out of the pack came from Colvin into the centre of the ground. High tackle, free kick to the Sharks, and taking it quickly was Colvin, and away she went inside forward 50. Oh, Catterall had a couple of bites of the cherry at the back. Garner tumbles it towards goal, and the Sharks are still alive. Jazzy Garner making her presence felt in the final quarter, kicks her second goal. 2-2 in the second half she's got, and the Sharks are still in it. They're 3 goals, 5-23. Darebin 5-3-33. Swiss Wellness VFL Women's round 4 action at Bill Laurie Oval. And, well, if they can get another one quickly, we'll be set up for a huge finish here at Bill Laurie Oval. When to go at it. One down, trying to work her way through was Smith. She tried to do too much and got caught. So the centre break will go to Mia Ray Clifford, vice captain of the Sharks. Goes towards Garner again. She's got a couple to beat, and she almost did. Got two hands on the footy. Picked up the crumb. Snap around the corner. Goes in towards the forward pocket. Numbers here with St Kilda. Can she pick it up? She does. Quick kick on goal. Watson goes across the face. Bouncing ball. Gay tracking it back there with Oliver. And it goes over for a throw in. Scoring opportunity for the Sharks. It's back to a point the difference at Box Hill City Oval. 3-5-23 the Hawks, 3-6-24 Cranbourne Eagles. Sharks to try and cut the margin inside a kick again. Picked up at the back, quick kick away. Came from Reynolds across the face of goal. Tracking it back there for Darebin, but it goes out of bounds. And we'll have a throw in about 40 metres around from the St Kilda goal. We've been playing probably about 12 or 13 minutes in this final quarter. So they need goals and they need them quickly. Little hand pass came up from Del Pos, fed through to Tyndall, stolen by, it was Lucas Rod. Stolen back for the Falcons. Quick kick on the boot. Out towards the wing it goes. Brennan can run onto the football. Traps it. Did she run over the line? She did. Put her foot over the line just before kicking it. But it might not be too bad a move because it does chew up some time. The clock doesn't stop in VFL Women's. So she gets a stoppage and the ball has to come all the way back to the wing. Margin is 10 points in favour of Darebin. Ruckman to go at it. At the back it was won by Hammond. Benici caught by Brennan. Falling out of the contest, Oliver, quick kick forward, front spot, good mark taken by Chapman. Goes down towards half forward, back with the flight of the ball. Paxman couldn't take the mark. Good play by Walsh. Flicked out wide, Paxman goes again, wrapped up by Whitehead as soon as she grabbed the footy. And it's over for another boundary throw in. Brendan Rhodes and Anthony Steen gets with you. Swiss Wellness VFL Women's Action live on vfl.com.au. Falcons lead by 10 points.
So the crowds here at Bill Laurie Oval, the last two games, certainly got their free money's worth. Free entry to the VFL Women's Clashes. So why wouldn't you get along and support your local Swiss Wellness VFL Women's team? It's Benici. Sets it up 10 points the margin. Can the Sharks do it? Pearce. Round the corner. Looking for Reynolds. Can't find her. Watson leading in the race for it. Centering kick. Off hands. Walsh trying to get the ball out. The Sharks just metres away from their goal. They get the next one. That'll make things interesting in this game. 13 minutes ticking over in this final term. Tap down. They get the ball out, Benici. Clearing kick. Clifford will lead in the race. Teammate in Gardner. Gives her the shepherd. Clifford, high, up and under kick. Pearce has got herself back in the right position, defending for the Falcons. Ball at ground level. We'll have a ball up. Tense final term. Still 1 point the margin. Cranbourne versus Box Hill as well. A free kick's been found. It will go the way of Garner. So an opportunity to kick a third of this game and put the margin under one straight kick. Jasmine Garner lines it up. You'll hear from the crowd. No. off to the right-hand side, through for one behind. So it cuts the margin to 9 points in our match of the round, live here on vfl.com.au. And the Falcons bring the ball back into play, and they'll try and defend this 9-point lead.
She's kicked 1-3 in this last quarter. Jazzy Garner been absolutely dominant, but wouldn't she love to have had a couple of those as goals? Little kick over the top, it's coming back in. Oh, definite free kick to Brianna Davey. Charged into by the Darebin player, and she's slow to get up. Well, she was camped there waiting for the football. It was almost a spear tackle before the ball even got there. So Brianna Davey kicked 2 goals in her 2 games. She played in round 1 and 2, missed last week. Lining up from about 45 metres out. Must kick the goal for St Kilda to be any chance of an historic victory over Darebin. Kicks on its way. It hasn't got the legs. Towards the top of the goal square. Who's there? Pack converges on the football. Catterall lays a tackle, tries to bring the ball out, can't. And a ball up about 12 metres out from the St Kilda goal. Time is ticking away on the Sharks. Darebin hanging on desperately. The Sharks have been easily the better team since they conceded that 18-point margin earlier on in this quarter. In that time, 1-3 by Jasmine Garner. If it was 3-1, well, they'd be in front. Benici. Was she pushed? Yes, she was. High tackle, push in the back, anything you want to call it. Britt Benici with the free kick. 20 metres out on a tight angle, but a goal-kicking opportunity for St Kilda. Kicked one earlier on in the game in the second quarter. Oh, she's poked at it. She's poked at it and missed it near side. And unfortunately, it looks like the nerves are just going to get the better of the Sharks. They've been fantastic today, but it doesn't look like they're going to get over the line. The kick in doesn't really favour. Out the back it goes. Brennan played a up the field roll today. Kicks for O'Day but misses her. Coming off the bench is Hoy. Couldn't take the mark. Ball to ground level. Desperation on top of the footy. And the umpire says free kick for a push to Jess Delpos. And she'll be happy to take some more time off the clock. This will be the second closest margin that St Kilda has managed to find against Darebin. O'Day was caught, got the hand pass out to, that was Delpos out wide. And over the line for a boundary throw in. So Rucks to go at it. Not long left in this contest. There'll be a ball up. In fact, it didn't go over the line. Getting to the front spot and winning the tap down was Jenna Colwell. Quick kick out of the pack will go out of bounds on the full. And the free kick will be taken by Claire Hoy. In fact, she's quick enough to run away from it, Hoy, and it goes to Georgia Fisher. St Kilda putting one over the umpires on that occasion. It almost failed because the kick missed the target. Chest mark drop for Darebin. Benici can't break it clear, and we'll have a ball up. Goal to Cranbourne out at Box Hill City Oval. Kirsten McLeod again. She's kicked 2 in the second half, and the Eagles lead by 7 points there. Quick hand pass away. Good teamwork by St Kilda. Maddie Gay, kick around the corner. Running onto the football there was Bruton, couldn't do so. Through the legs of Pearce, was she pushed? Umpire said no. And it's not coming out of there, and we'll have a ball up. Swiss Wellness VFL women's action. Darebin 5-3-33. St Kilda 3-7-25. 8 points the margin. Brendan Rhodes and Anthony Stangett's with you.
Dying moments of this round 4 clash. Darebin to return to the winners list. Their poor percentage will probably deny them a chance of sneaking into the top 4 at the end of this round. But there is the final siren. And the Darebin Falcons, with a flying start to this final term. They led by a goal, kicked the first 2 goals of this final quarter, and a victorious 5-3-33, defeating the St Kilda Sharks 3-7-25. Brendan, I'll get you to go through our goal kickers in today's match.
Yeah, goal kickers for today. Darcy Vesio is the star for Darebin, as she would so often be. 3 goals, 1 she kicked, and set up another one to Elise O'Day in the last quarter as Darebin answered the challenge. Singles to Katie Brennan in the second quarter and O'Day from that 50-metre penalty in the final term. Proved to be the crucial one, Anthony. O'Day kicking the goal from a 50-metre penalty given away by Phoebe McWilliams, who was otherwise a very good player, running inside that 10-metre zone and being pinged for it. For St Kilda, Jasmine Garner finished with 2 goals, 3 all in the second half, but 1-3 in the final quarter. Brittany Benici kicked the other goal. The Falcons win 5 goals, 3-33 to St Kilda, 3 goals, 7-25. A tight contest all day. St Kilda really giving Darebin a run for their money. A fair old fright, I would have thought, for Darebin, but the Falcons get the points, the all-important 4 points, and stay on track for a 5th consecutive premiership. They've played amazingly in the last 8 grand finals and have won, or is it 9 grand finals, and have won 7 of them, and that's just as far as the results go. I think they've played in a few more than that. They're a fantastic club, even without players of the ilk of Daisy Pearce, Lauren Arnell and Asta O'Connor, I should say. The Falcons win by 8 points. Cranbourne have answered the challenge against Box Hill. They are running away with it. They lead. It's all over there. Cranbourne 5-6-36, defeating Box Hill 3 goals, 5-23. Just 4 behinds after midway point of the first quarter for the Hawks there, as Cranbourne get their first win of the season, which they almost got against Geelong last week, Anthony, before falling short by 7 points.
Well, that brings our broadcast to a close for today. As we said, round 5 action back in a fortnight's time, and you can check out the next match on VFL.com.au, and there'll be a full replay of this game up on the VFL website during the week. Brendan, thank you, and we'll see you again for our next Swiss Wellness VFL Women's VFL.com.au match of the day.
Certainly will. Thanks, Anthony Stangitz, for joining us. Thanks, everyone, for joining us, and apologies for the technical issues earlier on in the day. We sorted them out, and we hope you enjoyed the action from here at Bill Laurie Oval. St Kilda Sharks putting up a strong fight, but in the end, it's 21-0 since 2008 for the Darebin Falcons over the St Kilda Sharks. They win 5 goals, 3-33 to St Kilda, 3 goals, 7-25. Swiss Wellness VFL Women's action back with you in a fortnight's time. For Anthony Stangitz, this is Brendan Rhodes saying, see you later from Bill Laurie Oval.